Hello friends, today we are going to discuss on our major project, experimental investigation of RCC structure using viscous damper. We have done this project under the guidance of Assistant Professor Mr. G. Srinath. Introduction. From the past year and the present records, the world has experienced number of disasters due to the earthquake and caused a huge loss of human life by collapsing of the structures. So that the serious efforts are taken in India from the 20th century to control these damages by placing the structural vibration control systems in the structure, which is called as dampers. When we go through the history, firstly, the military forces used the damper to safeguard their defense structures while exploiting the missile testing. At the same time, the dampers came into the existence during the Cold War between US and Russia. Dampers were firstly manufactured by New York-based company Taylor Device. Viscous dampers based on the principle of dissipation of energy. Damper. What is actually a damper? A damper is a device that deadens, restrains, or depresses. Nothing but, to say in a simple way, a damper which controls the vibrations of the structure. Damper can be referred as energy dissipation. Here we go with the types of dampers. Viscous damper, friction damper, tuned mass damper, yielding damper, magnetic damper, and elastoplastic dampers. Control system is a method which controls all kinds of vibrations caused by wind, traffic, machinery loads, seismic, and so on. What is this actual control system? Why we have to go with this control system? Means when we place the damper in a structure, we need to follow few control system. Here we go with the 4 control systems they have given below. Active energy control system, passive energy control system, semi-active control system, and hybrid control system. Active energy control system. In active control system, an external source of energy is used to active by which the structural vibrations can be controlled. Example, base isolation damper. Passive energy control system. It does not require an external power source and being utilize the structural motion to control the structural vibration. Example, tuned mass damper and fluid viscous damper. Semi-active energy control system. It requires less energy than active devices, and that energy will be often stored and later used for controlling the structural vibration. Example, friction or metallic damper. Hybrid control system. It is a combination of active energy control system as well as passive energy control system to control the vibrations of the structure. Example, combination of viscous and metallic or any such kind of a damper. Viscous damper. In this project, we have mainly focused on viscous damper. Viscous damper is one of the best example for the passive control system. What is a passive control system? I have already explained in the previous slide. Let us see in detail about viscous damper and their mechanism. Viscous damper are the energy dissipation device. You can see the device at the below figure. This type of dampers are very robust and they are used in both existing as well as in a new structure. Let us see the mechanism of this viscous damper. In a fluid viscous damper, as the piston moves, the fluid flow from one chamber to the other chamber with the help of the orifice. Here, the fluid will be flowing from the larger area to the smaller area. Nothing but the cylindrical area to the orifice area and from orifice area to the cylindrical area. This results in the dissipation of an energy because of head loss. We have discussed the mechanism and what is a viscous dampers. Let us know where we actually apply this viscous damper, in which way we can apply this viscous damper. We can apply the viscous damper in two ways. One, a chevron bracing system, and the other one is a diagonal bracing system. If you see the chevron bracing system, in this type, the bracing system, the brace configuration supports two brace framing coming from the opposite side into a beam. Here, if you see keenly, here we have two bracings that are coming in the opposite direction, and those are connected to a single beam at the top. Here we have three sub-connections. Now let us go in depth of diagonal bracing system. In the diagonal bracing system, if you observe, the bracing is placed in a diagonal manner with respect to the axis. At the same time, here we have only two supports at the opposite ends. The aim of our project is to study the structural behavior of the building of G+7 story reinforced concrete structure during this seismic event, and also illustrate the structural response without and with installation of viscous damper. Our main objective is modeling and analyzing the G+7 story building in the SAP software. Literature review. Here we go with 3 papers as per our reference in this project. Punit Sajjan, he has published his paper in the year 2016. As per his studies, the viscous damper can reduce the building displacement and the building drift. As per his case studies, we have known that the displacement being observed 64% of decrease in the structure. Dr. X. Lakshmi Banu, she have published her paper in the year 2019. The displacement and the story drift been decreasing up to 50 to 60% while during this seismic event, as per her observation. Dr. Sudhir K. Jain has published the paper in 2019, and his paper we have referenced for our manual calculation. Methodology. Here we have referred IS 456-2000 code for designing of the building. At the same time, IS code 1893-2002 is preferred for the criteria of earthquake resistance design of a structure. Here we go with our plan of G+7 story, which are given in detail with respect to the dimension along the z-axis as well as x-axis. And also we have given the sectional details about site area, carpet area, slab thickness, beam, wall, column as well as wall thickness, and the material details of concrete, steel as well as brick. Manual base shear calculation. We have calculated the base shear value manually by calculating the individual weight of a slab, beam, column and wall. We get the seismic weight by adding together weights of slab, beam, column and wall. This seismic weight will be used for finding the base shear value. The base shear value is a calculation by approach method as per IS code 1893. Here we have the base shear formula AH into W. What is AH and what is W? AH is the horizontal seismic event. It is an inherent parameter like seismic zone, reduction factor and important factor. W is nothing but the seismic weight of the building, which you can see in the table. The values are given. Here are the load combinations that we have used for the analyzing of our building. Modeling. Here we have done the modeling in two ways. One without a damper and the other one is with dampers. In this slide, we can see a structure without a damper. It is an asymmetrical of G+7 story made of RCC. The dimensions of this structure is 16.4 meters along x-axis and 11 meters along z-axis. And height of each story is of 3 meters and total height of the building is 24 meters. You can see the displacement table. Why we have only concentrated on the parameter called displacement? Because we want to know the structural behavior during the seismic event, and at the same time, we want to know the amount of displacement that is taken place from its actual position. Here we have the displacement values of without a damper structure. And here we go with the story drift. We get the story drift value from the difference of displacement with respect to the consecutive floors. Trial and error methods. These are the models that we have considered with the placing of dampers in the structure. I said placing of dampers. What kind of dampers that we have placed in our structure? So the damper that we have considered is FED 500. What is FED? What is 500 of? So FED is a fluid viscous damper and 500 is the damping force. And the weight of this damper is of 98 kgs. We have taken this trial and error method because we want to go through each and every arrangement and we want to know the best suitable for the arrangement in a structure which can reduce maximum % of displacement. Let us go in detail about each and every type of an arrangement in upcoming slides. Zigzag cross bracing. Why we have given the name called zigzag cross bracing? If you see the structure here, the bracings are placed at the external corner of each floor. Here, the cross bracings are placed in a zigzag manner and each bracing is placed diagonally with respect to 45 degrees of an angle with respect to x as well as z direction. Through this type of an arrangement, we have observed that 15.6% of displacement has been reduced when compared to without a damper. Here we have a displacement table. You can see the displacement values of this structure after placing this zigzag cross bracings. So you can see there is a variation in the displacement. That means we are near to our target, that is reducing of displacement. Cross corner sequence bracing. What is a cross corner sequential bracing? Here, if you see, the cross bracings are placed at the external corner of the frame of each floor, and these cross bracings are placed in a sequential manner. At the same time, the cross bracings that are placed in a diagonal manner making with a 45 degrees of an angle with respect to x as well as z direction. As per our observation, 49% of displacement is reduced when compared to the without a damper structure. Here we go with the displacement values of this kind of arrangement. Center cross bracing. If you see the structure, you can find out that the cross bracings are placed only at the center of the frame of each floor. And here the cross bracings are placed in a diagonal way with respect to x as well as z axis, making of 45 degrees of an angle. Through this type of an arrangement, 15.9% of displacement is reduced when compared to without dampers. Here are the displacement values that we got through this type of arrangement. Counter cross bracing. Here, the cross bracings that are placed at the external corner of the frame of each floor are placed in such a way that they counteract the forces towards the exterior of the frame. Here, the diagonal bracing which is placed makes exactly 45 degrees of an angle with respect to x as well as z direction. Through this type of an arrangement, 41% of displacement being reduced. And here we go with the displacement values of this type of arrangement. This is the special type. In this type, we have completely three categories. One is zigzag cross bracing, the other one is counter cross sequential bracing, and the other one and the last one is cross sequence of all bracing. Let us see the first type. So in this category, zigzag cross all frame bracing. Till now, you have observed either the bracings that are placed at the external corner or the interior of the frame, nothing but at the center of the frame. From now, you can observe that the cross bracings are placed at the external as well as center of the frame. If you see, the cross bracings that are placed at the external corner of the frame are arranged in a zigzag manner. Here, the cross bracing makes exactly 45 degrees of an angle with respect to x as well as z direction. Through this type of an arrangement, 61.8% of displacement is being reduced when compared to without damper as per our observation. Here we have the values of displacement for this type of arrangement. The second category, counter cross sequence of all frame bracing. Here, if you see the cross bracings that are placed at the external as well as the center, but the cross bracings that are placed at the external corner of the frame is counteracting towards the external side of the frame of a building. And here the cross bracings are placed in a sequential manner. Thereby, we have given the name called counter cross sequence of all frame bracing. Through this type of an arrangement, 41% of our displacement is being reduced as per our observation. And these are the displacement values that we have got through the analysis. This is the last category of this type, cross sequence of all frame bracings. Here, the cross bracings that are placed at external corner as well as center of the frame. The bracings that are placed at the external corner are arranged as well as internal columns are arranged in a sequential manner of each floor. Through this type of an arrangement, 66% of displacement is being reduced. And here we go with the displacement values of this type of arrangement. Till now, you have seen the dampers that are placed at external corner as well as internal corner, and in few types you have seen that the bracings that are placed in each and every floor, either at any of the corner, it might be an external or an internal. From now onwards, whatever the arrangements that you are going to see are placed only at the alternative floors. That means the bracings are placed at the alternate floors. Let us see in detail. Counter by floor bracing. Here, the bracings that are placed at the alternative floors and the bracings that are placed the external corner of the frame act as a counter force to the exterior side of your building. Through this type of an arrangement, 34.5% of displacement is reduced when compared to without dampers. Here we have the peak displacement values when compared to this type of an arrangement. Cross center bracing of alternate floors. If you see here, the cross bracings are placed only at the center of the frame, and those are also placed only at the alternative floors. Hereby, we have given the name called cross counter bracing of alternate floors. Through this type of an arrangement, we can reduce 23% of displacement when compared to without damper. Here we have the peak displacement values of this type of a arrangement. Counter cross all sequential bracing of an alternate force. So here the cross bracing is placed at external frames as well as center of the frame. But the cross bracings that are placed at the external corner act the counter force towards the exterior side of your building. And here the cross bracing is placed in a diagonal manner with respect to making 45 degrees of an angle with reference to X as well as Z direction. Here 32.7% of displacement is being reduced when compared to without dampers. Here are the peak displacement values that we got through the analysis. Sequence by floor bracing. Here the bracings are placed at the exterior corner of the frame of an alternative floor, and mainly the alternative floor that we have referred here are the even floors. You can see that the cross bracings are placed at the second floor, fourth floor as well as sixth floor, and here the cross bracings are placed only at the exterior, and these bracings are placed in a diagonal manner making of 45 degrees of an angle with respect to X as well as Z direction. Through this type of an arrangement, 34.4% of displacement is reduced. These are the peak displacement values of this structure. Sequence by floor bracing. Here, the bracings are placed at the exterior corner, and mainly the bracings are placed only at the odd alternative floors. That means here the bracings are placed at the odd floors, nothing but first floor, third floor, fifth floor as well as the seventh floor, and the bracings are placed exactly making 45 degrees of an angle with respect to X as well as Z direction. 36.5% of displacement can be reduced by such kind of an arrangement. And these are the peak displacement values that we have got through the analysis. Till now, you have seen all the 10 types and their arrangements as well as their amount of displacement too. On comparing all the different 10 approaches of damper allocation, we have observed that the optimized results of displacement and the percentage of maximum reduction. By that, we have obtained only 3 as the best arrangement, that is cross corner sequential bracing, zigzag cross all frames, sequenced by floor bracing. These 3 are highlighted in the below table. Type 2, type 5.1 and type 10. Here we have given the displacement values of all 10 types with respect to each and every floor and with respect to percent of decrease too. Here we go with the displacement comparison graph. Here each and every type, that means all the 10 types graph are drawn in a single graph. Here each type is represented through different color of a line and their denotation is given in the below. You can go through a clear glance. Now we are going to further in detail of optimized result bracing. So we have said earlierly we have took 3 as the best, in that the first one cross corner sequential bracing. Through this type of an arrangement, we can reduce 49% of displacement. If you see through the graph, we have drawn the graph between story versus displacement as well as story versus drift. When you see the graph of story versus displacement, we can observe that the story height is increasing, the displacement is also increasing. The concept behind this is lumped mass approach. As well as you can also see the deviation in the graph from floor to floor of this floor story drift. The second best option, zigzag cross all frames. Through this type of an arrangement, we can reduce 62% of an displacement. And here we go with the graph, the story versus displacement and story versus story drift. As I have said you earlier, as the height of the story increases, the displacement is also been increasing. Same as well, there is a deviation of a story from floor to floor. The last one, sequenced by floor bracing. Here, through this type of an arrangement, we can reduce 36% of displacement. And you can see the graph of story versus displacement as well as story versus story drift. Now, finally, we want to conclude that on observing various types of trials and error arrangement, we would like to conclude the project with the below points. So, as per the result that we have observed, the viscous damper in a structure results in decreasing the building displacement as well as the story drift. At the same time, as the height of the story increases, the displacement values also increases. By applying the viscous damper in a structure, we can try to reduce 60 to 80% of drift value at top and the bottom stories. The base shear value of a Brave frame model is 16,646.5 kilonewton. As I have said you in the previous slide, we have calculated the manual calculation for the base shear and the formula. So From there, we got this base shear value, that is 16,646.5 kilonewton. From the all 10 types, we have picked the top 3: cross corner sequence bracing, zigzag cross all frames, and sequency by floor bracing. As per our concern, the best suitable of in these 3 type is the corner sequential bracing. Why? Because it is economical and also it is best in safety aspect. Here we go with the references. Thank you.